You know how a little kid can ask why, like 100 times in a row? Well, that's not just them trying to drive you crazy. It's actually the most powerful tool for discovery we are all born with. Today, we're going to dive into how that relentless curiosity is the engine that drives pretty much everything we understand about the world.
I mean, we've all done this, right? You're standing outside at night, looking up at a sky just packed with stars, and you get this feeling of wow. But what happens next? What happens when that wow turns into a question? Why are they shining? What are they even made of? That exact moment, that's when a real journey begins.
And hey, that sense of wonder isn't just for looking up at the cosmos. It's right here, all around us. For example, how does a flower with no brain, no watch, know the absolute perfect time to open up to the sun? These little questions, they're actually the seeds for some of the biggest discoveries ever.
So this is where that journey really kicks off. It's an adventure into the beautiful, complicated, and amazing world we live in. And our guide for this whole thing is a powerful tool you already know really well: science.
Okay, so let's get one thing straight about what science really means. It is not some boring, dusty textbook full of facts you have to memorize. No way. Think of it as a verb. It's a process of thinking, of observing, and of doing. It's how we actively get to unravel all the mysteries that are hiding in plain sight.
So here's the main takeaway, the most important thing to remember. The number one tool you need for this grand adventure? It isn't a fancy lab or a super powerful telescope. It's something you already have. It's curiosity. That little voice in your head that keeps asking why and how, that is where all discovery starts.
Here's a cool way to think about it. Imagine science is like a giant, maybe even infinite jigsaw puzzle. Every time we make a new discovery, every time we find an answer, click, another piece snaps into place, and suddenly the big picture of our universe gets just a little bit clearer. The best part? Every piece you place shows you more of the puzzle you haven't solved yet.
And the scale of this puzzle is just mind-blowing. Science lets us peer into the deepest, darkest corners of space, looking at galaxies so far away that their light has been traveling for millions of years just to reach our eyes.
And then, whoosh, it zooms right back home to our own planet, helping us understand the incredible forces that build massive mountain ranges.
And then it dives deep, plunging into the hidden worlds of our oceans, finding all sorts of vibrant, almost alien life that's just thriving down there under all that pressure. And finally, it can zoom in on the tiniest, most delicate details, like the absolute miracle of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, you see. From the biggest things of the universe to the smallest, it's all part of the same amazing puzzle.
Okay, so if science is this huge puzzle, how do we actually solve it? I mean, where do we even start? Well, it's not just random guesswork. There's actually a method to it, like a toolkit every explorer gets to help them figure things out.
Let's bring this right back down to earth with something super simple. Picture this. You're writing something, maybe taking notes, and all of a sudden your pen just dies. Ugh, what's the very next thing you do?
Your brain just automatically kicks into problem-solving mode. First, you ask a question: why did this stop working? Your first guess, your hypothesis, is probably that it's out of ink. So you test it. You open the pen and check the little plastic tube. Nope, still ink in there. Okay, on to guess number 2. Maybe the ink just dried up at the tip. So you test that by scribbling really hard on some scratch paper to get it flowing.
And believe it or not, that's it. In that simple little moment of fixing a pen, you just used the exact same process that scientists use to make incredible, world-changing discoveries. You just used the scientific method. So let's break down what you just did. It's basically 5 steps. 1, you observed something. The pen stopped working. 2, you asked a question. Why? 3, you made a guess, a hypothesis. It's out of ink. 4, you tested your guess. You checked the cartridge. And 5, you analyzed the results to see if you were right. It's this amazing cycle of curiosity, thinking, and testing.
And here is the absolute best part. This whole method isn't just for people in white lab coats. It's a powerful tool that we are constantly using all the time in our everyday lives, which means, yeah, you're already a scientist. We all are.
Just think about it for a second. A cook in the kitchen sees the dal has boiled over. What do? They start guessing. Did I add too much water? Was the heat up too high? Or think about a mechanic dealing with a flat tire. They don't just stare at it, they start a systematic search for the leak.
The cook, the mechanic, even the electrician trying to figure out why a light bulb keeps flickering, they are all using the scientific method. They see a problem, they make a guess, and they test that guess to find the solution. It's everywhere.
So really, the key to all of this is to just embrace that inner scientist that you've got. Your journey of discovery is always happening, and the real secret is to just become what you might call a wise person.
Because when you get right down to it, science is all about joyful exploration. It's about getting back in touch with that fearless curiosity we all had as kids, you know? That feeling of pure wonder when we were just running around exploring the world.
So here's my challenge to you. Keep exploring. Keep feeding your curiosity. And whatever you do, please never stop asking questions.
Because this world is just an incredible treasure chest of wonders, just waiting to be discovered. And the key that unlocks it all is that one simple, powerful question. Why? So remember, to be a wise person, you first have to be a wise person.